This week on the Face Off Hockey Show, if you're listening live, you're starting early. How about that? We got some injury news. We got some ECHL movement news. We got some esports news. Sure, why not? And of course, the Arizona Coyotes are looking for ownership help. The time just keeps on ticking into the future, which is the regular present or something. Face Off Hockey Show right now.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
breakaway. Takes 2 stars. There we go.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes.
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Hey, everybody. What's happening? Welcome to Face Off Hockey Show before St. Patty's Day and, of course, before St. Mario's Day as well.
It's true.
It's happening beforehand. Just got that going for you. Welcome. Scotty Waz, Johnny P. We're here with you. So if you're listening live, or if you ever intend to listen live, we got some news for you. Johnny, hit him with the news.
Yeah, we're starting early.
Yep, starting early.
We're gonna start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard or Daylight Savings Time. Probably like I said, probably more than likely for the next 18 or so years.
Less than 18 years now.
Okay, 17 and a half years. So yeah, so that we got that going for us now. We're very flexible as people. I mean, like in time wise, at least. I'm not as flexible as I used to be.
Yeah, pretty much. We're just kind of here. Do we have a link for the show? Oh, there we go. There's the link for the show. All right.
Yeah, I sent it out early.
Yeah, no, and
I got home.
Then you quote retweeted the other one. I'm like, my God.
I did. How about that, huh?
That's fancy. That's meta.
Well, I didn't tell anybody we started at 7 o'clock. I wanted people to show up. God, it's cold in this place.
You have the ability to turn the heater up.
Yeah, I know, but I have like.
And you also have the David P. Lycoming Memorial
stuff.
Heat. You have the David P. Lycoming Memorial Heat lamp as well.
Yeah, but
He's not
that's
dead,
in the living room. That's in the living room.
My God.
So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so we got that going for us. We're gonna just do the 2 hours a little bit earlier. I'll get to sleep earlier too, which is good.
Yeah, I think that helps. I also think that in general, we can compete against Rivalry Night and win all the time.
That's true.
So
they are our rivalry night.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got that going for us.
Yep.
Back to the daylight savings thing. Can we get rid of that anytime soon, or?
I'd be fine if it was just daylight savings time all the time.
Right?
Like the thing that I hate the worst about daylight savings time, the switch in the spring, is that it's like sunny when you go to work for probably about 2 to 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden you wake up again and it's dark while you're driving to work. It sucks. Yeah. There's a somber feeling there. But soon, the days will be long. Isn't spring like next week?
I think a couple more weeks. I don't know when spring is.
The 21st.
I don't even.
21st.
Yeah, no.
It's next Wednesday.
That's true. Yeah, no. So that's at least what 10 days away.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
think time.
I keep thinking that the seasons change like Easter, like it's a different day every year.
I think it is. I think it's changing. Oh, not the seasons. I think daylight savings time is changing every year, though.
Yeah, I think it's getting earlier and earlier. It doesn't make a damn bit of sense.
Maybe they're just bringing them together so that they can disband them.
That'd be great. Bring them together to separate them. I don't know if that works. I don't know. Does it work that way? Man, if it
Yeah,
does,
it's
it
like
does.
a marriage.
Oh,
It's like a marriage.
oh, you've hit my homestead. It's perfect. You're not wrong. Boy howdy. Yeah, so we're starting early, and daylight savings time is as. Although I have to say, I was for the start and end of daylight savings times, I was working the overnights. So
Ooh.
I worked an hour longer when it fell back, and then I worked an hour shorter when we sprung forward. So my sleep schedule didn't get screwed up that much. It was already screwed up because of
So
night
you
work.
evened out.
Yeah, essentially.
Nice. That's good.
So anyway, how was the week?
I've been early showed this to the HOA group again.
What
Those
now?
douchebags. Well, so they couldn't whine about not having grass because I fixed that issue, kind of. So now they're like, hey, you have to paint the shutters. So I sent an email back and I go, you mean the shutters that are exactly the same color they were 6 years ago when I bought the house? I was like, yeah, at some point, they're either going to get really pissed off at me because I keep throwing logic in the guy's face, or I don't know, maybe the whole HOA system in the United States will fall apart because it's a fucking sham. But yeah, so that had that going on to start the week. But the weekend was all Godfather all the time, is what I was calling it. Went to a 2-year-old's birthday party on Saturday. There's nothing better
Okay.
than for people who are single and may or may not want to have children than to go to a 2-year-old's birthday party, because that is like, nope, out. Like, hour and a half later, I was like, I need a nap. I'm exhausted. I don't know how these children have this much time on their hands where they find all this. Oh, now you're giving them cake? No, I'm out. No, this is dumb. This is a dumb idea. But yeah, so it was fun. And then Sunday we went to a church, Catholic church. I've not been in a Catholic church for a while, but went to a church.
Have you been to a Catholic church that wasn't a wedding?
Oh, just for the baptism.
Okay.
That's the last time. Actually, the last time before that was the last baptism I went to. The last Godfather.
You're baptism Catholic. I like it.
Yeah. So went to church. The Hudson got baptized. The priest was a riot. When Mark comes on, we can ask him about the priest. That guy is fantastic. I told him, so the priest at one point like presents the child, right? And like picks Hudson up, like presents him to like all the family. Starts clapping and everybody's having a great time. And I told him afterwards, I was so close to playing the Lion King theme song, like right before he grabbed Hudson. And he just started laughing like that was the greatest idea that anybody's ever had.
Amazing.
I was like, huh, should have done it. Damn it. Figured I'd get kicked out of the church for that.
That's fine. I think the church has become a little bit more lax than usual.
Well, we had the conversation that the Catholic Church right now is probably literally the last place in the world that should be kicking people out.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So that's how most of everything went down. For some reason, I woke up at like 4:45 this morning. I was at work at like 6:45. I was like, I woke up and I go, you know what? No reason for me to just sit here by myself.
Makes sense.
Went to work, started doing stuff. Left at like 4. Came home. Yeah. So all in all, things going well. The job is going well. That's fun. The only thing pissing me off right now are the douchebags from the HOA. There is actually, so there's one really nice girl that works for the HOA, and she responds to me in nice things, and then I like send back like, okay, cool, I'll take care of that, not a big deal. And then the douchebag that's been sending me stuff the whole fucking time that I've owned my house, he's just an asshole. And I have zero respect for him, which probably hurts. But yeah, he comes back with another comment, so that just makes me like lay on the sarcasm. He hasn't responded to my last sarcastic logical rant that I sent. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try and get some painters in, probably paint the shutters, stain the fence. I feel like all that stuff can be done way faster than me doing it on my own.
Yeah, probably because they're hired to do a job, and you're just kind of
they have actual things to do it with, like a sprayer.
Yeah, exactly. Like this job can be done in an hour. It's not like
so I'm just gonna hire some people and pay them to make it happen.
Yeah, it's not like the palatial Patanzo estate is that large.
I mean, let's be dead honest too. When you look at my house, it's not like it stands out that it looks so much different than everybody else's house in the neighborhood. I'm going to have to assume that the same letter goes out to 80 to 90% of the people that live in my neighborhood.
I'm sure. I'm sure it does.
I really want to sit in my backyard one day and just like pop off BB gun shells at him when he walks around checking on things. I mean, not hurt him, just kind of scare him.
Just kind of brush him a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not looking to hurt people. BB guns even come in shells? They're just one BB at a time, right?
Yeah, it's just a BB. Just one and done firing that son of a bitch.
Yeah, that would take me forever. That's what we should have. We should have like muskets. There'd be no school shootings. You know how long it would take to reload?
Yeah, it's true. You just have an increase in stabbings.
Only if the bayonet's there on the end.
Oh, I could say something much worse. I'm not going to.
That's pretty much was my week.
Nice.
And the fact that I came home tonight and my house was 57 degrees.
Yeah, listen, was it warmer outside than it was in your house?
No. We daylight savings time hit and Maryland decided it was winter again.
That doesn't no.
So I think it was 37 degrees today.
Jesus Christ. We were
Let me
probably
check. I'm gonna check the weather here. Let's see what the rest of this week looks like. Oh, it's 37 degrees right now. Tomorrow will be 40 degrees with flurries. Then 48 degrees because it's going to rain on Thursday. 41, 49, 52, 48, 49, 45, 49, 49. So we're getting closer to being stable around 50.
That's helpful.
Yeah. I don't think the people at work were really used to somebody that breathes the way I do either. Because one of the guys today was like, "Is that you out there coughing?" I'm like, "Yeah, my body just hates weather changes." I go, "I'm probably losing my voice also. I feel like I'm losing my voice." So see what happens.
Nice. Well, I kind of was losing my voice this weekend. I had a little sinus thing going, and coming without fail, you come back home from traveling and you get sick. Genko's sick as well, so that was always fun. We are
weather changes between my house, your parents' house, the Cracker Barrel, and then North Dakota.
Especially the Cracker Barrel, though. Especially the Cracker Barrel. But yeah, like we had hockey this weekend, and it was playoff time for your University of North Dakota Fighting Hawks, and they won their first round game for the 16th straight year.
Wow!
So they're on to the Frozen Face-Off, and that they will take on St. Cloud State, who I know a lot of the players there. So always personally, I know a lot of those guys.
That's and by like Craig Laughlin,
exactly. Hey, my good buddy there. Actually, the coworker, McCall, she is dating one of the defensemen, and they also have a house that the hockey boys live in too. So she's the hockey mom of the entire thing. So good for her, doing things, living life. So that's going to be that's fun. I'm not going to that because I'm saving up money for Dallas, and I really don't care to travel that much. I'm like, I just need time to myself. I need to just like hang out and,
I took off work already for the draft.
Nice. Good work. I still have to, I should probably do that soon.
Just in case the NHL actually gets back to me.
Fun. All right, let's look at that then. fun look and see if John Patanzo has.
Oh,
been,
this should be like this should be a weekly thing. Like
should be a weekly thing. All right, yeah, you didn't forget my sign in, you asshole. No, I don't. Don't skip the two venture off. Okay. Oh. Stadium Series. Working staff, John Patanzo, ladies and gentlemen. We were going to share this with Sky Screen Share because it's so unfucking believable. So the game happened on the 3rd, almost 2 weeks ago. John Patanzo he continues to be requested.
I'm still requested. Nice.
He's continuing to still be requested for this event.
There's still a chance.
There's still a chance that you can get a DeLorean and get you back there.
I can't wait. I can't wait until I can get a credential for the Stadium Series game that happened 2 weeks ago.
At what point do they just not go through this and be like, oh, oops? Oh,
Like,
never.
let's be completely honest at this point. Even if they didn't switch it to requested, it would take an 8-year-old 15 minutes to write a program that goes through there and makes everything requested to decline on a specific time.
Exactly. Your cutoff date. So, congrats, John. You still got a chance.
I still got a chance.
So
It's good.
Maybe
Maybe I can just let it ride. Maybe I can let it ride right into the draft.
I
and
wonder
award
if
season.
it's a continuation. It's like since it is Final Four season
And
your
the foul.
continuation and the foul and one. By the way,
Yeah.
are you in any brackets this year?
Marks.
Did
Just
I not-
Marks.
Did I not get invited back? Because I still have the Matt Death Award.
No, he sent out the email. He even wrote in the email, like, Scotty, I hope you have you need to talk to his ass when he comes on.
Yeah, no, I didn't get this email.
I'm sending it
It's in
to
my
you then. I'll send it to
Please.
you. I'll forward it to you. I'm sure that you were on the CBS Sports. All you have to do is sign into CBS Sports and it pops up. Actually,
I don't sign it. I rarely sign into CBS Sports.
I only sign in once a year. It's on my phone.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, no, I'm even looking at what day did he send it?
I don't know. Let me get into Gmail.
Get in the Gmail. While you do that, yeah, I worked overnights and University of North Dakota won. So congrats to them. Me and Jen covering hockey for the season, at least in a game by game basis, is done.
Mark
Dunzo.
sent it on March 8th.
March 8th. Let me see my spam folder. There was nothing sent on March 8th in my spam folder.
This is surprisingly in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Mhm.
The last email I got from Mark was about the Caps tailgate. No, not even then. He was just included in that. I think the last one I got from him was the 7th about the show.
He
Of
has himself on here.
course he does.
I don't see you, Scotty.
What the Oh, Mark. Oh,
You need to-
Mark.
You need to talk to him when he comes on.
Oh.
There's 85 people on here, but not the person who won something last year.
I have a trophy to prove it.
I won money last year.
Well, that's good.
Well, I mean, not really, because we're not betting, but
Right. No, this is no. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please, no gambling. How do I not get picked up? Was CBS just like, this guy's picks were so garbage? Oh
yeah,
God.
you're not on this email at all. So I don't know
What the
if CBS kicked you out of the league. Click on the one that says poll link for returning people and see if that takes you.
Let me see if I have a bracket. Where's my bracket games?
Hi, Brian.
Brian's there. Hi, Brian.
By the way, if I didn't mention, I used the
Pocket Bowl 2018. How did I not get an email?
I don't know. We need to talk to him when he comes on about this because he screwed up.
Oh, this is he fucked up. He fucked up. He fucked up.
But yeah. So, well, you still have time though because you still have until tomorrow at noon.
That's fine.
Do it during
I still
the
do
show.
have a trophy. I am. That's what I'm doing right now. UMBC taking Virginia down. Boom, baby. God, I'm not that drunk.
Wow. There we go. That's one extremely smart way to save on postage.
Just tank and pit the 16 seeds as a Final Four.
Just
No.
tank it so that you get to keep the trophy, and then you don't have to worry about sending it anywhere.
Exactly. And I can say, hey, Mark, fuck you. Thanks for not sending me shit. You son of a bitch.
You know what's going to be great is when he comes on and you ask him about it, and then he gets defensive, and you're like, "Don't worry about it. I already put it in a bracket." And he's like, "Wait, what?"
Hey, hold on a minute. It was all a ruse. All a ruse to get me out of the league. How dare he? I've watched maybe 16 seconds of college basketball.
Yeah, me too.
I have 0% chance of knowing what I'm doing, but it's fine.
Yeah, I'm heightist. They're all too tall.
Unless you're a mid-major.
It's true.
Yeah, why am I not on? What the hell?
You're not on there. I looked twice. It's like counting characters. I couldn't find you.
Well, hey, guess what? What is it? Control F? WAS.
Nope, that's too easy.
WAZ. Yeah, no, only one of one. Best of luck to you all. Waz, have the thing ready. Oh man.
Well,
Yeah,
so he called you out in the email, but didn't send you the email.
No, he didn't. He's probably wondering why he doesn't have my money yet. Oh,
Tell him you're not paying him.
that prick. Oh, fuck him. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's funny. I'm like, I was going to ask him, well, like, why? I should have asked him, like, why are we not doing a bracket this year? Don't I have some? South Dakota State got it. How the fuck that happened?
I have a feeling that this occurred on like Sunday night, actually.
Oh, I guarantee you. No, because
And
it was the 8th, so that was last Thursday.
All right. So I'm sure that it was a last second. It might have been a middle of the night thing. Like he might have been awake. I mean, like, you know what? I'm just going to restart this.
Yeah, highly possible. It's not wrong to have North Carolina go all the way, right?
Nope.
Good. Why do I always hate Gonzaga?
Because of who was it? Morrison?
Adam Morrison? Yeah, fuck him.
Adam Morrison? Yeah. Crier. Brian wants to know if people from North Dakota hate South Dakota.
Yes, I think there is a part where there is some. They get all the oil, but they have all like the cool stuff. So yeah, there's a little bit. I don't think it's that much animosity. I think it's enough to make it a thing. So to answer your question, kinda. Oh my! Why did all my keyboard stuff go away? What the fuck? No, my time go browse in private. I don't want to browse in private. I want to be public for all I can see. Anyway, Johnny, hit us some music while I fill out this bracket.
It.
Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
Johnny, I'm probably not gonna be looking at my screen, so when he comes in, let me know so I can fucking grill him.
Yeah. Did you know that this is the first week of the playoffs in fantasy hockey?
Actually, it's the second week in the league I'm in with Leahy. We're already in the semifinals.
Wow. Jeez, that's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm playing good old 56 moves. Kenneth Chambers.
Oh God.
My 10 moves are just paling in comparison. Mark is playing Phil. I don't think Mark knows.
Well, of course not.
But yeah. All right. Injuries. I wanted to get that out real quick.
Thanks, buddy. Mark Mathot. He's got a hand injury. He is going to be out for diagnosis.
Huh.
Sticking.
So is that longer term?
I think a while is longer term, right? I would say so. Martin Hansel, he's not so hot right now. Back surgery, 6 to 7 months. That's a shame.
Oh.
Not great. Eric Goodbranson continues the Vancouver Canucks shutting down for the year as he has shoulder surgery. He's out for the season.
Wow. Do they even have a team left?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's all Utica. And Utica is like in a playoff hunt too, so that's the weird part. Shea Weber had surgery on his foot finally. He is out 6 months. That deal for PK Subban looking better and better each day for the Canadians.
That's true.
Matthew Tkachuk upper body injury. He's day-to-day, but aren't we all? While Steve Mason had knee surgery, and he's out just 2 to 3 weeks. The marvels of modern science. Anthony Duclair, after he got mugged by Brad Marchand, he's out 1 to 2 weeks with a sprained knee.
Yeah, what the hell?
That was a huge like clothesline / stink fist.
That was a running clothesline. Like he took a flying leap so that he could clothesline him.
Yeah. So
What a jerk.
2 concussions. They're both day to day, and aren't we all? Brian Rust and Kyle Okposo. Okposo's a scary one because of the stuff that he had to deal with the neuro stuff last year.
Yeah. I mean, he's just been injury plagued since getting to Buffalo.
Yeah. Hasn't been that great. Yeah, it's been really weird. Oh, I'm not going to put number locks on. All right, number 4. All right. Save. All right, I can enter now for a chance. No,
don't do it.
no. I saved it. Don't bet on it. That's the my things have been saved. All right.
Good work. Now you have a bracket. Even if Mark didn't want you there.
Son of a bitch. I should just make another bracket, pay $20 and just tank. So I did. Kind of what I did. Kind of what I did last year.
To be honest,
it's kind of what I did last year. So, or is tanking? Are we not again? Are we not for tanking?
I mean, it is what it is. It's your $10.
That's true, but I want to keep it within the confines of the game. You know, I want to.
No.
No.
Fuck that shit. He didn't even email you. I mean, put a bracket that has the 16 teams in the Final Four.
Yeah, fuck it. I should. I'll just switch it up. All the lower seeds get my fucking vote, and then it's a battle for the lower.
Then you'll win some games.
I'll win some games just out of sheer will and determination. Yeah. Well, you know what? We're gonna wait for our Patreon pick real quick. We'd like to thank our patrons, patreon.com/faceoffhockey show, like Brian, Damon, Mark, Trista, Matthew, Ethan, Chris, Mitch, Angela, and Sean. They all are contributing to us to make the show a little bit better. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. But
it'll sound good every once in a while when YouTube doesn't screw around with us.
Exactly. So we got that going for us. Patreon.com/faceoffhockey show. We'll wait for Mark to get in here because it is cap centric. So we'll talk about that. Some ECHL moves, though. Moving and shaking has begun as the minor league silly season rolls forward. The Quad City DJs, Stu Gotts, they're out of here. They are no longer going to be in the ECHL after this season. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. However, St. John's, Newfoundland, and Labrador, they are in 1,300 miles away from their closest rival. They'll be playing in the ECHL. Catch the fever. Johnny, thoughts?
I thought we were going to make it through a whole season without teams folding, but we didn't. So yeah, I think it's interesting, to be honest, that the Vegas Golden Knights already needs to find a new ECHL team. I read that today.
Kind of weird. Kind of a shitty situation, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. Always a hoot and a holler when you come to minor league hockey. But yeah, it should be interesting to see what the Newfies do, especially with their weird time change and all that kind of crazy shit. But yeah. Also, I don't have it. We'll talk about that after, because I would love to get Mark's reaction on the jerseys some ECHL teams are doing. Also, real quick, Tim Leiweke leaves the NFL. He's going to go help in the bid with the Seattle NHL team.
So, I saw that.
He's bounced around everywhere, man.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. he's good though. Like it's not like he goes in and like screws things up. It's not like he's like a Coyotes owner. He's really good at what he does. Like he went in, I believe he was part of the Toronto FC stuff as well.
He was.
So he's done a really good job in just kind of like getting sports teams like ready to go and like
especially the business model
expansions
side of
and
things.
such. Yeah. So actually, I think this is really good. I think this is good for Seattle.
Yeah. Well, it can't go wrong.
Brian wants hockey back in Richmond.
Gotta find a building, gotta find an owner. That's the same thing with Baltimore. Gotta find a building, gotta find an owner. Roanoke's done it. Roanoke's found a great owner in the McGinn family. Hockey down there is starting to flourish. They were one of the hottest teams in this the SPHL. They moved from like near the cellar to top of the thing, and then, of course that's a playoff. That's the playoffs where the top teams pick their opponents. So
does that still happen?
Yeah, it's going to happen once they
Nice.
figure out all the seeds. So the top 3 teams will pick their opponents, and then the 4th guy gets stuck with whoever's left. So it's been a wacky season in the SPHL. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been a really weird season.
I'm surprised that they're still around, to be honest.
They probably have the best business model for minor league hockey in terms of it's a 10-team league. By and large, it's geographically sound, with the exception of Peoria and to a lesser extent Roanoke. But at the same time, like they're able to the travel costs seem to be down. It doesn't seem to be too hectic. You have teams folding left, right, and center, sure, but at the same time, when one team goes down, another team comes up. So like it's a constant at like 10. So it's a good
That's
league.
good.
Yeah.
Nice.
They seem to have had it figured out.
Brian said that the River Dogs games were some of the most fun games he's ever been to.
Rod Langway, former coach of the Richmond River Dogs back in the UHL days. I think he was only coach for 17 games and then played in some.
He also said he went to a Fayetteville Fire Ants game like 3 years ago, and they guaranteed there would be a fight or they'd give you your money back.
That's a good guarantee. It's a goddamn good guarantee right there.
If you parlay that with dollar beer night, I guarantee there's going to be a fight also.
Oh Jesus, yeah, no,
In the
absolutely.
stands.
Actually, he coached the team to a division championship in his first
Nice.
year. So he, after one season, he got fired though. So
How?
that's probably why
What,
they
did
didn't
it
succeed.
cost too much?
That's why they did. That's probably why he didn't succeed. They didn't succeed is because they made poor choices like that.
So he wins the champion. He wins the division championship, and then they're like, we could have done better.
Essentially, he's like, you know what? Maybe you could have won a couple more games. I don't know. You tell us. So, God, where's that ill-begotten son of a bitch? I am going to.
I have no idea.
Of course, he doesn't show.
7:31.
I know. Of course, he doesn't show up when we need him to. So we'll keep going through some other news because I actually do want his thing. When a couple of things, so that's why I'm kind of skipping some of the stuff on the rundown, like you care to look at it. I saw you pop. I saw you pop one there for a little bit, and then I saw you gone.
My photos charging.
Gotcha. The Olympics are a there he is. The Olympics are a possibility for 2022 to the NHL. Shockingly enough,
That's
who knew that was gonna show up?
Weird.
GMBM got an extension. Brian McClellan got an extension for the Washington Capitals. That will be interesting to see what happens, especially if they don't go past the second round this year.
How do you get an extension before the playoffs start?
I don't know. Like right after the trade deadline too. Like, okay, you didn't screw us up too badly. You didn't McPhee us. So
He's like, well, you didn't give anything away. And I mean, Ovechkin scored his 600th goal this year. So I'm sure that, I mean, not in one season, that would be a record.
that'd be a record.
But I'm sure that you're doing a great job here. Let's give you more money and an extension.
Yeah, an extension and all this other fun stuff. So
Go down and see the Bobs.
the happy horse crap that is the Washington Capitals right now. Possible outdoor game in Nashville, according to Gary Bettman. Nash Vegas, as the kids like to call it, could be getting an outdoor game. Now, of course, we have to wonder, is this going to be a Winter Classic game where people actually give a little bit of crap about it? There's going to be a Stadium Series game where they're just like, here's an outdoor game for shits and giggles.
I hope they do it right. Nashville's a hell of a town.
It is. I've only been there once before. It was really a big hockey town. And now, huge fan of that. Why is this iPod? It's fully charged. Why is it not letting? I don't have a connector to it, so I can't connect you. Random iPod.
Still have a random iPod connector.
Do you?
It's in my it's in my basement. You should have grabbed it while you're here.
I should. Well, it's funny. I come back to work and this is in my mailbox because the aforementioned McCall left it there because she has like 7 of them, and I told her that mine wasn't charging that great. She's like, "Oh, I'll have one of mine." I'm like, oh, what a sweetheart.
Yeah, she sounds fantastic.
She's a lovely, lovely person. She's the one that I go out and get drunk with. It's always fun.
That's perfect,
right?
You always need a good person to go out and get drunk with.
We both like to drink in excess. And that's what one of our friends said. He's like, I knew you guys were gonna like.
Oh, I thought you meant listen to In Excess. I was like, wow.
You know what?
That is a bond.
If it comes up in the jukebox, you know who's to say. I'm not gonna go against it. Why would I? The old In Excess. Let's put it that way. Not this new In Excess.
Yeah. This new crap. I bet you as soon as we start talking about the Patreon pick, Mark shows up.
It's a new sensation when we go out and drink because we're boozed up. Huh? All right, In Excess. Got it? Done. Boom. Patreon pick. The hell with it. True scope of Alexander Ovechkin's score and got his 600th goal. 4th fastest to do it and the 4th player to do it before reaching 1,000 games. What can you really
990?
Yeah. Like he had 10 games to spare.
Yeah.
But when you look at this, when he got drafted, Johnny, did you think he'd be the best Capitals player ever? Did you buy into that hype?
I did because I'm a romantic when it comes to shit like that. When there's a kid that comes in that's like super excited and enthusiastic about playing on such a crap hockey team at the time, like I was like, you know what? He at least has it. And then he started scoring goals and the hype machine started rolling and see, told you.
Yep, he comes on. He comes on right when we say.
What a run in.
But yeah, I was going. I was okay with it. I was ready to rumble.
Before
looks like it's on the phone again.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not. I was late
Oh.
because
Hey, buddy.
this guy was feeding
We don't have to be quiet. Mark's the only one who has to be quiet.
and fell asleep while he was getting his 720 feeding.
That happens to me a lot too.
Brittany had to run out and get a pack and play so that he can sleep in the pack and play tonight instead of the rock and play.
Mm.
Do you know the difference between a pack and play and a rock and play, Scotty?
I think one you can pack up, the other just rocks and is stationary.
That would be correct.
Nailed it.
Yeah. You want
I have no idea.
So the rock and play is the thing that I just showed you on camera. He's outgrowing that.
Uh-huh.
So when you
Looks
put
like it.
pack and play, which is more like a portable crib.
Mm.
So
So, all right. Now I have before we get your thoughts on the Patreon pick, I have a bone to pick with you, sir.
Uh-oh.
So I was thinking to myself just recently, it's Selection Sunday. I should be getting something about the pool. I have the Matt Death trophy next to me.
Okay.
Somehow, some way, I don't know. Maybe it's because I was too good at being too bad. I was not addressed at all in the email.
Sure you were.
I
the
was
last
not-
line of the email.
I was not, sir.
Well, he couldn't because he wasn't in the 2 line of the email.
Whoa. Yes, he was.
No,
No, he wasn't.
I'm looking at it right now.
I didn't forward it to him.
The only time I mentioned is when you say have the Grim Reaper award for prepped and shipped.
Well, I'll be damned. So you like I send the same email out from year to year. How did you not?
CBS Sports might have cut him out.
All right, so my apologies.
It's okay. I got a bracket filled out.
I
It's
did, and
fine.
I said best of luck to all of you. Have the Matt Death
Yeah.
Award out for outstanding futility and poor decision making.
Right.
For this year's most miserable bracket.
I did a quick Control F, and then there was no Waz. The only Waz was the mention of me getting things prepped. There was no. I didn't even get the email for it. I'm not even in the email line.
So my apologies. You have a valid gripe there, but in my defense, all right, I'm working 2 programs at my job. I'm getting
Fair.
like 5 hours of sleep a night.
Uh-huh.
So my apologies.
Understandable. I get it. It's fine.
Oh, look who's awake. Maybe it's because I'm talking.
Perhaps.
Already?
It's fine.
Yeah, he doesn't really sleep. I mean, until
Yeah.
he really goes down, he doesn't really sleep all that well.
So I was going to say, in protest, I was thinking of making one bracket for Real and one bracket for Play. Or in the run bracket for Play, UMBC wins the entire thing. To which I can save on.
Hold on to the trophy. That
I was
works.
going to say to which I save on shipping.
It's true.
Yeah, we decided that was genius for not having to post it anywhere.
It's funny because I was thinking that I was going to ask you about that, and then I look, I'm like, I forgot. There's like 85 people in here. I'm not surprised.
So
It's fine.
I will add you
It's all good.
into the
Okay, doing that, man.
into the email chain.
So, Mr. Mark, were you? I posed the question to Johnny because our Patreon picks about Alex Ovechkin. Did you buy into the hype train that Alex Ovechkin could be the greatest Capital ever when he came into the organization?
When he got drafted,
Yes.
he automatically became the greatest Capital ever. Absolutely not.
No, did you think he would be?
No.
No.
I was the guy who said we should trade him.
That's true. You said trade him for a healthy Jared Jackman.
And
You have to classify that because he wasn't healthy that much.
No.
And I'm pretty sure that we were trading our number 1 overall pick for the Blues first round pick and Barrett Jackman. So I'm pretty sure that's what I said. It wasn't just a Barrett Jackman trade. I'm pretty sure we were swapping picks in that also.
I
Regardless.
would believe so.
But regardless, I was the one that did. I clearly didn't buy into the hype because I thought that he was worth trading for what turned out to be a below average defenseman.
And their first round pick would have been great because the Schwartz would have been with us, as Merrick Schwartz was the Blues first round pick.
Wow, he had a great career too.
6 games, 0-2 with a 432 goals against and an 809 save percentage.
The best thing that ever happened was when when that other website stole the picture that I took from the draft and didn't give me credit for it.
There you go. And that's when you started watermarking things bigger. Also drafted that year, Wojtek Wolski, the Polish powerhouse. So there we go.
The Canadian Polish power. What would you call that? Is that, you know how like if someone's American and from a different country, you would call them like German American, right? Would you call him Polish Canadian? Is he a Polish Canadian or is he just Canadian? Or is he just Polish?
He was born in Poland, so I think he has Poland nationalism. I think he's Polish. I think it's technically Polish Canadian. Because that's where he grew up. Like he was born there and then they defected. Not defected, the war was over. Whatever.
All right. Enough with the rocking and playing.
Wolski's parents left Poland in 1989. 2 years later, by way of West Germany, they landed in Toronto. So there we go. 89. He was 3 years old. So
he was
also
drafted as a Canadian then.
Yes, he was technically a North American player. As it doesn't matter if you're like Russian. Nail Yakupov was considered a North American skater. despite him being Russian.
Wait, why? Because he played in juniors?
Yeah, he played in Sarnia juniors. The
That's-
central scouting only counts where you play at as what your quote unquote nationality is.
Well, I feel like that's a flaw.
Mm-hmm. You would be
What do you
correct in
think,
that.
Scotty?
I thought he could. I thought it would take a lot longer than this. But then I didn't realize how low Peter Bonder's numbers actually were in terms of team stuff. Like overall with the Capitals. Like, no one could ever get that. And then he had under 500 goals and under 850 points.
Well, yeah, that pales in comparison to Ovechkin, but how many teams have a career 500 goal scorers with that team?
I think it was 4. Lemieux. I think Gretzky had it with the Oilers. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Gartner didn't do it with the Caps.
Bossy
Or-
might have done it with the Islanders completely, though.
Let's see.
Yeah, look, we're going to look this up.
I can't think of any other goal scorers that would have even gotten close to that point with one team. Like Yager probably, but he was on 12,000 teams.
Yeah. So 500 goal scores. Bossy for one. Bossy never left Long Island.
So there you go. And he had 573 goals, regular season goals. So yes, he never left Long Island. And
Mike Modano had 557 with the Stars franchise. Do you count that?
Yeah, of course. He didn't leave the team. The team moved.
The team moved. Yeah, he only had 4 goals with Detroit. So that's another one. What did Gretzky? I wonder if Gretzky got like 400 with both like LA and with. That'd been great if he did with LA and Edmonton.
Did Yzerman hit 500?
Brett Hall?
I'm looking at 500.
That's what Brian said.
Brett Hall probably. Well, maybe.
Yzerman had 692 goals with the Red Wings. So yes.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, it says 692 career NHL goals. So yes, all with the Red Wings. So absolutely.
Stan Mikita has 541, all with the Blackhawks.
I guess it's not as rare as I thought.
Yeah. Bobby Hall had 600 with the Chicago Blackhawks. Brett Hall.
Damn, his Blackhawk team scored a lot of goals.
No shite, man. Brett Hall had 500 goals with St. Louis. Good call, Brian. Did Yami have 500 with Pittsburgh? Let's find that out.
Looks like Robitaille did it. Robitaille did it with the Kings. It looks like.
Yeah, Jaromir Jagr only had 439 with the Penguins.
Sundin did it with the Maple Leafs.
Did he do it all with the Maple Leafs?
Oh, you know what? I forgot he was on the Nordiques before that.
And yeah, for a short time the Canucks, but I think he only played 6 games. 420, blaze it for what's his name? I think Iginla did a majority of his score. Iginla had 525 in Calgary. Yeah, wow.
Roenick got to 500 with the Sharks. He probably was pretty close before he left the Blackhawks.
Well, no, because he played with the Coyotes there too for a number of years.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right. Wait, he ended his career with the Sharks?
Yeah, he spent like a year and a half or 2 years with them.
I don't know that at all.
Wasn't he with the Kings also?
He was before that. Marcel Dion with the Kings, 550 goals. A lot of Kings getting a lot of goals.
Bondra got there with the Blackhawks, which means that he had his cup of coffee in Ottawa before he got his 500th.
Yeah. So the splits on Roenick, 267 in Chicago, 152 in Phoenix, 67 in Philadelphia, 18 in San Jose, and 9 with Los Angeles. And it goes Chicago to Phoenix to Philly to Los Angeles to Phoenix again to San Jose. Bada boom, bada bing.
Was Lanny McDonald full-time? Nope. He played for
Toronto and Colorado.
Rockies.
So the parlay to that question is: have we read all the articles that Greg has put out recently on if Ovechkin can beat Gretzky's goal totals?
I haven't. I've seen they're out there.
The child needs to be tended to. He just threw up on himself. BRB.
Okay, go tend to the child. We'll talk about
Child
this.
tender.
Child tender. He get rid of being a goaltender. Now he's a child tender. Better than being a chicken tender. I have a hard time believing he can get to 894.
They did it with math. I mean,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, they showed with math. They showed. So effectively, I don't remember who it was. It was one of Emily, Greg, or I don't know who the third person that was part of the writing.
Chris Peters.
Yeah, I think it was Chris that brought up that Timo Solani was goal scorer, kind of like Ovechkin is.
It was actually Sean Allen, the fantasy analyst of ESPN.
Oh, okay. And they talked about how if Ovechkin followed the same career path that Timo Solani had in his aged years from here on out, that he would be decently close. I think it was like 854. But then that also takes into account the 2 seasons that Solani had in Colorado, where he scored a combined 15 goals.
Yeah.
So if Ovechkin scored like 50 goals in those 2 seasons, he would be right there pretty much.
So Solani between ages 33 and 34, or 33 and 43, which is what the Allen is saying, he topped out at 48 goals.
Yeah.
In 2006-07. 48-40, and then towards the end, he still had a 26-goal season at 41 years old. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, right? I have a feeling that if Ovechkin can still skate at that age, he's still going to be scoring goals.
Yeah.
I think the bigger thing that will come into play is that he's 4 inches away from ending his career, and has been for his entirety of his career.
Absolutely.
He's a cut to the middle and a knee-on-knee hit from just blowing out a knee.
He almost did with Kadri.
Yeah, actually. So that's what would scare me more than anything. Is that he's also never really been hurt.
No.
In his career. So I don't know. Barring a major injury, I think that there's a chance. I don't think that I would have ever said that. Like Gretzky, like we talked about last week, Gretzky played in that era where, 215 points in a season will never be seen again.
No. So, and let's be honest, you also, even if he can't skate, put him on the fucking dot on the power play. Let him be a power play specialist, and that's that. He could still rifle at home. That's what I mean. He needs to average a 30-goal season pretty much every year for the next 10 years to get to that point, which I think is completely doable.
I think so.
Wow.
I think that could happen.
I like you said though, he is so close to like a career-ending knee injury that even oof.
Even the way he still plays, like he played. I would say it was reckless the way that he played earlier in his career, but he still plays like that now, even in his mid-30s.
Sure.
Not to the extent. He doesn't have that speed. I mean, he still has some speed. But he scored .599 on a wrist shot that he cradled the puck 2 or 3 times and then just whipped it through the goalie's legs. Like, it was still a fantastic shot.
That's true.
I'm going to say this, though. I really like watching Patrik Laine play.
He is kind of a cut from the same cloth.
And they showed that, I think they said something to the effect of he uses a 85 stick.
Ooh, baby.
That they showed him take a slap shot, and his stick makes connection with the ice almost 2 feet behind the puck. And it just like whips through and just crushes the puck.
Yeah. and he's only 19 too. So, and again, cut from the same cloth. Aside from the fact that he is he's a right wing rather than a left wing. Ovechkin, 6'5", 206, big winger. Fast, has a great shot. I mean, this kid's the real deal. In all honesty, I think he is going to be a fantastic player. The question is how much is Winnipeg going to spend to keep him there?
The money.
I think it's going to be the Ovechkin kind of deal. So I for one welcome our new Patrick Laine overlord. For that. And
he doesn't even have the crap years of the team.
No, he's fine.
Although let's be honest, the years when the Capitals were awful, when Ovechkin scored 65 goals, it was because he had to.
Yeah, it's kind of that.
He was the only one scoring goals for the Caps. So we're being asked, when do Canadian players start headhunting to stop him from beating Gretzky's record? I said no. I said Gretzky won't let them do that.
No, I think Gretzky will be like, listen, it's meant to be broken. Just leave me the fuck alone. Stop. They asked Gretzky, do you think one guy who doesn't win the Stanley Cup? He's just like, Alex Ovechkin, leave me alone. I'm on the golf course.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
Did you see him sitting here playing golf with my son-in-law?
Jesus Christmas. Anyway, I'm Wayne Gretzky. Try my wine.
I kind of want to get some of that just for shits and giggles.
The Wayne Gretzky wine?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I bought some stuff off NHL Shop, and in there was a $100 wine voucher for this place called Naked Wine. I'm like, what? First off, why?
How much is a bottle of wine if you can get a $100 voucher?
It's on it. It says that you can buy cases of 9, 12, 15, or 24.
Oh, well, that's fantastic then.
So I gave it again to the aforementioned McCall because we're the two best friends could ever have. And she's just like, everyone's gonna think I'm a lush. Like, I'm not gonna buy it, but I'm just saying, like, you're fine. You're 23. Your liver can regenerate.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. Your liver can regenerate. All right, Mark was here, and then he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone again.
All right, we'll do it this day. So the ECHL, back on the ECHL tip, they had a Nick Alive game between the Cincinnati Cyclones and your Indy Fuel. Here is the results of that. Right there, SpongeBob and Patrick taking over the world. That's commitment. That's commitment to the bit.
That is hard to watch.
Like, it's
that's a great picture, though.
It's impressive.
Is that guy wearing a face? Yeah, the guy's even wearing a fishbowl.
Yeah, no, he's got a big fishbowl there. He's doing the do. And then he got the big, even the goalies had a big Patrick on there. Yeah, SpongeBob. Like, I like the breezers that the Cyclones are wearing with the Patrick pants there.
Those are very neon.
Those are a treat to the eyes with the purple splashes.
Did they play SpongeBob SquarePants a lot?
Oh, I'm sure they did. They had to have. So that's a look. That is a look. My God. You know, people say minor league hockey is weird. Moving on.
I would never say that.
Moving forward. There, you just saw some of the rundown. That's what we're going to talk about next. NHL is getting to the esports game, kids. That's right. You heard it here last. They're entering the Gaming World Championship. $100,000 on the line. Players were able to register Friday. Qualifiers start going the 24th. Top 8 teams from Canada, US, and Europe will compete in the regional finals, and the winner of that, winner and runner-up, moving on to the World Finals in Vegas during the NHL Awards weekend. head to head for a share of $100,000.
So I would say that I'm actually surprised with this, but I'm not. And the reason is because MLS teams are actually they're currently signing gamers under their team banners in order to play like FIFA tournaments as like NYCFC and like as the
Seattle
Red Bull. And like, I mean, it's insane. Like, I never thought that I would ever see this day, but it's pretty, I'm waiting for it to be on TV. I'm sure it's going to be on TV at some point.
Oh, it's already on TV. Like if you go to ESPN2, they had like these Dota World Championships and these multiplayer online games already online. TBS airs a lot of that stuff too. So I mean, it's a big deal. Esports, a lot of famous people owning teams, like in these, like Overwatch is the big game now. I don't get it, but good for them who can put up with that.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Me neither. By the way, breaking news. Breaking news, and I don't know what the hell is going on. Jarrett Spurgeon out 4 weeks with a hamstring injury. So Wild take another hit on the blue line. And the Hobey Baker Award finalists have been named, ladies and germs. 4 of the 10 players undrafted. Henrik Borgstrom of the Denver Pioneers, the Florida first-round pick, tops the list. Ryan Donato, a Boston pick from Harvard. Matthew Galaja of Cornell, he is undrafted. Adam Gaudette of Northeastern, he's a Vancouver fifth-round pick. Dylan McLaughlin of Canisius, he is an undrafted player. Cale Morris, goaltender out of Notre Dame, undrafted. 23-7-1 this year. That's a sick record there. Colton Point out of Colgate, a goaltender, Dallas fifth-round pick. Jimmy Schultz of St. Cloud State University, undrafted. Dylan Sikura from Northeastern Chicago's sixth-round pick. And CJ Seuss of Michigan State Mankato, a Winnipeg fifth-round pick, is rounds out your top 10 for the Hobey Baker Awards. So there you go. Thoughts on the Hobey Baker? You love it, don't you?
Last year I actually watched the final three when they gave out the Hobey Baker Award, and they had to like talk about themselves and stuff, and there wasn't a more worthless like
there wasn't
15.
a personality to be found.
Yeah, there wasn't a more worthless like I think it was almost an hour like time in my life for quite a while actually. I didn't quite understand what was going on, to be honest. It was like they were talking about these kids, and the kids wanted to talk about things, but then public speaking. So yeah, but I was like, check that out. So maybe I'll watch that again.
There we go.
This year.
I'm trying to find the link that's here. Mark's not back, is he?
Nope.
All right. Because here's a story that keeps on giving by Craig Morgan of ArizonaSports.com. Coyote headline: Coyotes owner Andrew Barroway in discussion with potential investors.
I read this article.
Yeah.
Just out of sheer fun. Probably on the shitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked how it starts with something to the effect of like Barroway bought out everybody else that were minority owners in the team so that he could be the majority owner. And it was like, it feels great to be the majority owner. Like he quotes. And then it's like 2 years later, I am looking for people that will come back and invest in the team. It's like, wow, that fell apart quickly.
Andrew Barroway knows what to do with those monies. That coughing you hear is Lyle Richardson of SpectresHockey.net.
Excuse me.
Now, this time, not Jumpy, just distorted in his microphone. We are having problems with the East Coast of Canada. What did we do?
I think it's YouTube.
What's
Is it
wrong?
YouTube?
Is there a problem with my mic?
You're a little scratchy. You're a little scratchy on the low end.
You want me to drop out and come back?
Maybe just unplug your mic and plug it back in and see what that does.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, well, everybody's watching Lyle
Yeah.
because he's still on the screen.
His
Oh,
mic, his
man.
mic just completely shit out on him now.
No. He probably has to change the oh, he's gone.
Oh, we've been having fun with Lyle. Last week it was just his. I think
Maybe we should change it back to 7:30 then, because maybe the internet doesn't work in PEI
until
at, like,
7:30.
at 8:15 Eastern Daylight Savings Time.
I think it's just because they got that nor'easter.
I have Nor'easter on my phone, actually. That's a song by Lefty and the Lowriders.
Interesting. Take number 2.
Okay, how about now?
Hey, there he is. The silky
That
smooth
better?
sounds. Yes,
That better?
absolutely.
The smooth sound of the East Coast of Canada.
Yeah, like is PEI? Did our time change for the live show screw up the PEI internet bandwidth, Lyle? Is that what's happening?
Yes, yeah. You killed the gerbil. Screw you
Damn.
guys. You killed the gerbil.
Oh, I thought that was Richard Gere being up there. So, Lyle.
Oh.
What? The hamster. I apologize.
There you go. Get it right. Jeez, we apologize to gerbils everywhere.
We do.
We
We were talking about Alexander Ovechkin's greatness because this
Yes,
is
sir.
a Washington Capitals centric show. Then we talked about the ESPN question of the whatever it was, where they said, can he get to 894? And then we kind of averaged it out. He has to have about a 30 goal season. each year.
36, about 36 goals a season is the average. Is what is the most regular average that I saw for people who, like ourselves, have sat down and wondered, hey, could he reach 894? You know,
Call me a pessimist.
you're a pessimist.
Thank you.
Lighten up, you goddamn pessimist. Always
then-
looking on the downside. Be optimistic for once, Scotty. Jeez. Jeez.
Wow, I've been doing this show for 16 years. There is no upside. The point is this, and Johnny and I,
buddy.
yeah, Johnny and I have been talking about this too. Is that there is a lot of times where Ovechkin's this close away from a debilitating knee injury, and that
But
could slow things down.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. You look at last year in the playoffs there with the the knee on knee with Nazem Kadri, and that was coming off what, a 33 goal season. Before
in which we found out that he had like a knee procedure during the season that no one knew
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. But then he comes back, as I say, a Russian machine never break, because he comes back 42 goals this season. He's only 8 away from hitting an 8th 50 goal season, putting him only 1 away from Gretzky and Mike Bossy. So I think that's actually a milestone. I'm more excited to see him try and get. That's one that's much more, I think, attainable, is tying the great one. And of course, the Islanders legend for the most 50 goal seasons in one career, which is 9.
Yeah, that's pretty unbelievable. Like
It is.
when you think
And-
about how close he is to just getting that. If he hits 50, and it's just like, all right, well now he's just got one more season to go.
Just one more, brother. One more, And if he gets that, then you go, oh, come on. You could do 10. You could do 10.
Come on.
Don't
Come on now.
rule him out. Don't rule him
And
out.
then when he hits 10, everybody's gonna want him to go Spinal Tap on it. So then
Because
they'll
he
have to-
goes to 11.
This record goes to 11.
He is.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
But,
But I mean, just and then we were reading off the Mark brought up a point. It's like, how many guys have done it with one team? And they realized there's a lot of guys who have done this with one team. 500 plus
500
goals.
500
Yeah.
goals.
Yeah. And I didn't even think it was that much, but here we
Yeah.
are.
But it's still, but it's a, it's an easier goal to at least tie Gretzky and Bossy for most 50 goal seasons. 894 that's still a long way to go. That's a long way to go. Now I'm not. Go ahead.
Going through like some of the pictures that the Caps posted, it looks like Ovechkin was getting 100 goals right around every 2 years plus a month or 3 there. So he's been on a pretty
consistent.
He's been
clip.
on a pretty consistent clip through his career so far.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's going to drop. It has to. That's time. That's how it works.
Mm.
But that was interesting to me that every 2 or so years he's hitting the next 100.
Yeah. The thing is it's an amazing amount of consistency in this game. In this day and age, the way that the game is, where it's coached to within an inch of its life, where players only get 30, 40-second shifts, per shift. You're only seeing 30, 40 seconds. If you're lucky, you get a couple of touches of the puck, and then that's it. Off you go. Where players are so well conditioned now, and there's so much parity in the league now. That's just an incredible feat. And I mean, I don't want to take anything away from the guys who came before him, who hit 600 goals. But let's be honest too. I mean, we got to be fair. If you were, a lot of those guys scored those goals in the 70s and 80s, where, let's face it, especially in the 80s, where goaltending was more of a suggestion and not really a skill.
Yeah.
It was almost like, just have a, just put a mannequin there with goalie pads on and just stand them up there, and there we go. I mean, the goaltending wasn't that good, but also, to be fair, the defense wasn't very good back in those days either. And you had a lot of teams, especially in the 70s, where expansion was really rapid fire. From 67 up until 79, you saw the league jump from 6 teams to 18. So there were a lot of bad teams in there too. So a lot of those were a lot of teams that a lot of these guys could really pad their stats. Ovi didn't get that break. There weren't too many. Not too many Arizona Coyotes kicking around. There's the Arizona Coyotes. Florida Panthers in and out of there from being good to bad.
The Caps were that crap team when he first joined.
And exactly. And that was when he had his first 50-goal season, for heaven's sake. So
that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
That may have actually helped him, though, since the Caps needed him to score that many goals.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But there is no deny. I mean, as I said, I've been around a while. I mean, I've seen the great goal scorers of the 70s and 80s, and of course, you guys saw the ones in the 90s. And Ovechkin is among that class. In fact, he's the greatest goal scorer of this generation, unquestionably, undoubtedly. I think he's better than Brett Hull was. He plays a much more physical style. Let's be honest. Even dare I say maybe close to heresy. I think he may be even better than Mike Bossy was. And I'm not trying to take anything away from a guy like Mike Bossy. Mike Bossy was a great player, a great goal scorer.
But when you put against the stats of the eras,
yeah,
I mean,
exactly. And
by the way, let's not say that Ovechkin was just scoring on. Ovechkin scored mostly on Henrik Lundqvist.
There you go. One of the greatest goaltenders of all time. Certainly one of the great ones of this generation. And he
scored a
him
ton
up.
on Marc-Andre Fleury, too.
Exactly. He scored a fair share on a guy named Carey Price, too.
Yeah.
Scored one of his great highlight. You look at a highlight reel package and what do you see? One of them is where he comes in and scores on Carey Price on the seat of his pants, for God's sake. After he goes through and carries 2 friggin' Habs with him on his way to the net.
And after he bounced it off the boards to himself after he did the spinorama.
Yes. Yeah. So, it's not like he's been scoring those goals against bums. I mean, and he's had to face some pretty tough defense. And yeah, I mean, he is absolutely one of the all-time great. You could put Ovechkin into any era and he would be a standout scorer.
Yeah. Nope, absolutely.
Unquestionably. Yeah. So the only thing though is like I said, you always see the captain come downs who, as soon as he cracks 600, but didn't get any cup yet, so he's not as great as Sidney Crosby or Jonathan Toews. I love that one.
I cannot wait.
Toews. I was like, The hell,
I
dude?
can't wait until the Capitals win and half of Twitter has to delete their accounts.
No, but you know what they'll say. But
Pritchard.
yeah, exactly. Look, like I said, I get the comparison with Crosby because those two will be compared forever. The same as Lemieux and Gretzky was, same as Howe and Richard were. They're always going to be paired together, But what was with the comparison to Jonathan Toews? I think was okay because they're both captains. I guess that's where you're going with this.
Yeah.
That's why.
No, it's just a cup thing.
Yeah,
like at that point, they could have been like, "Well, he's no Jeff Schultz."
Well, I think it's also the face of your national team. Like Taves could be Captain Canada to some extent, in some people's eyes.
Oh, he still is, even though in my mind it's undoubtedly Sidney Crosby.
Yes,
now, I mean,
absolutely.
that argument was killed and put to rest for once and for all. Back-to-back cups, back-to-back Conn Smythes. It's over.
Although,
okay.
Whether or not he should have won those Conn Smythes.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
whatever.
Whatever. Get him out.
There will be no asterisk beside his name, my
absolutely
friends.
there is.
Absolutely.
Malkin should have won it last or 2
Look,
years
you
ago.
could say, you could make the case, but regardless, we're getting away from the subject here. Pull back. We're talking about Ovi here, not Crosby. Okay.
Well, then why'd you go to Crosby?
No. I pulled it up because of all the inevitable comparisons. But what I'm trying to get to is you got the captain come downs that he won't, there's always going to have that one thing lingering over him is but he's got to win a cup. He's got to win a cup. But it's like, it's not just him though. I mean, this is a damn team thing. This isn't like tennis. You're not Bjorn Borg going or going after Tiger Woods or somebody like that. Jeez, this isn't like golf. This is an individual sport.
Why would Bjorn Borg be going after Tiger Woods?
Why not? Hell,
that'd be fantastic.
Tennis golf. It'd be awesome. Hey, if we can have mixed pairs curling, goddammit, with just 2 people per side, we could do tennis golf. I'm telling you.
That's true.
But you know what I'm saying. This isn't an individual sport. This is a team sport.
And let's be honest. 46 goals in 97 playoff games. That's pretty.
Come on,
good.
yeah. How many points?
90 and 97.
Hello, almost a point per game clip. Jesus, come on.
I did find one really funny though because somebody had the little meme of it was like they walked up to the bar and they're like, "I want to get an Alex Ovechkin," and they're like, "What's that?" And it's like a white Russian without a cup. And my response was, "Oh, so you're just taking a bunch of shots then?"
Yeah. You cannot blame Ovechkin for the fact that the Capitals have not won the Stanley Cup while he's been the captain.
No.
Oh, the captain puts the team on his back. Yeah, and I seen him put that team on his back more than once.
Didn't Yzerman win his first one at 32?
Pardon me?
Didn't Yzerman win his first cup at 32 or something?
Yeah, Yzerman was pretty. Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out.
By the way, after we find this out, after we stop talking about Ovechkin, we're going to play the game sensation that's sweeping the nation. Haha, fuck you. Because Mark is around.
Yes, I've seen him crawling around there. Yeah, I was like, something you need to tell us, dude.
He's building a pack and play for his show.
Yeah. He was in his early 30s. Yzerman was in his early 30s when he won his first Stanley Cup. So yeah. Don't be writing him. Don't be writing Ovia. This could be one of these.
I did record the interview on the NHL Network tonight because I do like Kevin Weeks a lot, and it looked like it was just Kevin Weeks and Ovi talking about things for half an hour, and I was like, I'm in. I'll just record this. I'll watch it tomorrow.
But yeah, Ovechkin is great. He is the greatest goal scorer of this generation, one of the greatest of all time. All time,
baby.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to have Mark. I hope you're listening because we're going to have a vote. I have in my hands nothing, but theoretically,
from the home office in Sioux City, Iowa.
Exactly. I have 2 things for the haha fuck you. We're going to take a vote. Thing 1.
I hate this game, Scotty.
Oh, is it called? Is it haha fuck you and then haha fuck you too?
Yeah. We're gonna put this to a vote.
Okay.
1 or 2.
Okay.
2 or 1. 1, 1, 2, 1 or 2?
What the hell are they?
Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn.
You're gonna have to. You're not gonna find out until you pick one.
Oh, for Christ's
Pick
sake!
number 1 or number 2.
Finkel is Einhorn.
Or it is. Lyle, 1 or 2?
1.
Johnny, 1 or 2?
2.
Yes.
Where's Mark? Of course,
We
Not
can't
here.
play this game unless Mark's there.
You have to be the deciding factor, Scotty.
Here's the real thing. Do I really want you guys to hate me?
Hold on.
Hold on. Is he coming back?
Brian, 1 or 2?
Mark, help us out, brother. What
Brian,
is what
did you
is
hear
he?
this?
do-
1 or
what
2?
is
He's
he-
making a pack and play
Oh,
for his kid.
oh.
Like one of those cages, like cage matches.
Yeah, it's basically
So it's a play
a child cage.
So it's a
Well,
play bed.
It's a child cage match. It's a
It-
child
it-
children's hell in a cell.
I. Hudson choke slams his playmate through the top of the cell. Good God Almighty! He killed him. He is broken in half.
God is my witness. The teddy
Yeah.
bear's broken in half.
Brian says 2.
All right, Brian says 2.
Uh,
Mark, if you're out there and you can hear us,
I can't wait until Hudson though choke slams somebody through the Spanish baby announcer table.
that would open up a whole heap of other questions of what Mark's doing.
oh man,
Why is there a Spanish baby announce table there?
Spanish baby.
Well, he
announcer.
lives in Herndon. I don't
It's
know.
true. You're not wrong. Only had an hour of time. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. All right. Mark. We'll
2.
All right. We're going with number 2.
And now he comes to the mic. You what? No, wait. What's?
Hold on.
He's gone.
No.
again. No.
Here he is. Here he is.
No. Here, Mark,
Oh, he's listening.
Mark,
You got.
brother.
There he is.
There he is. Here he comes.
As he stops building the baby hell in a cell.
Yeah, they said this thing was supposed to be easy to put together.
No, where'd you get it from, IKEA? Because if you get it from IKEA, you know that's Swedish for hard as fuck.
It wasn't so bad.
Okay.
All right, Mark. We're playing. We're playing.
Though, so
All right, we're playing. Haha, fuck you. Speed round while you're here.
Did you put together the baby Spanish announce table?
That'd be great.
ooh,
Um,
I mean, there is a little extra piece that came with it.
That's the baby Spanish announce table.
So we've got option 1 and option 2, Mark, for haha fuck you. I'm not telling you what it is. You have to pick one. Option 1 or option
Give
2.
me whatever's in your right hand.
All right, that was option 2. All right, so 3 for option 2. Alex Ovechkin is the number 1 goal scorer amongst Russians. The second is Sergei Fedorov.
Yes.
Sergei Fedorov made his debut October 4th, 1990 at the Brendan Byrne Arena against the New Jersey Devils, where he got his first goal. Again, 36 skaters, 2 goalies,
Oh shit.
and actually 35 skaters since we're killing Sergei Fedorov because you already know he's on the team.
Okay.
You're killing
35
Sergei Fedorov?
Yeah, that's messed up.
Kind of. This is where he got his first goal. 35 skaters and a goalie. Haha, fuck you, Devils and Red Wings, 1990.
There had to have been 2 goalies.
Well, that's what he means.
Yeah, a goalie per team. Not. We're not
Yeah.
counting this backup stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Start with Johnny P.
I don't even know if this is right, but I'm gonna say Martin Brodeur.
Sorry. Fuck you. Mark with a C.
I had a feeling that was 2.
Steve Eiserman.
There it is, right there.
Easy layup
Layup.
there.
Love it. Love it.
Easy layup
Perfect.
there.
Lyle.
Okay, I'm not gonna go for an easy layup here. I'm gonna go for one that's that none of you are expecting. He is the current head coach of your Vegas Golden Knights. I give you Gerard Gallant.
There it is on the board.
Thank you.
Johnny P.
I thought you were gonna go with Terry Yates. I don't know why that just came into my head either.
That's good anyway. You didn't see Terry Yates coming.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Chris Terreri.
Sorry, he didn't play in this game.
Oh, he was probably on the team though.
Was he a backup?
He might have been. I don't have that.
If he was
roster
a
in front of
backup, that should count.
me. No, we said 2 goalies. The
No,
guys who
it's
played.
It's only starters. It's only players.
Okay, okay.
It's like the
Yeah,
Jackets in the
I-
90s.
I tried, Johnny. I tried.
I was just hoping Chris Drury started opening night.
But he was on the roster, correct?
Don't think he was. Hold on. You're gonna make me fucking check the roster. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
how
Yes.
do I know?
No, fuck-
How do I know?
fuck
Not
you.
know
No.
who the Devils goalie was before Martin Brodeur. This is such crap.
Okay. Where'd Mark go?
I'm
There's
still
Mark.
here.
Oh, okay, good.
Mark, you're up.
Tim Shovelday.
Hey, he's on the board.
Nice, nicely played.
Wow.
Bada
was a
boom, bada
good
bing. Okay. Okay, I'm going for layup here. Bobby Probert.
There it is.
Yeah.
16 penalty minutes on that night. So, Johnny.
This one might be weird because I have a weird
Pulled out
feeling.
weirder.
This I'm gonna go with Slava Fetisov.
Put it on the board.
Oh, nicely done.
Big goal. One
I
assist
couldn't
on
tell
that
if
night.
any Russian had come up before Fedorov.
Yeah, I thought he was like the year after. So
Yep.
nicely done.
right
Nicely
there.
done.
A mark.
Scott Stevens.
Sorry. That was the year he was with the Blues.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look for the Devil, Johnny McLean.
Oh, of course, John McClane, Mr. Devil.
There you
Right
go.
there.
There you go.
See, this is so much. This is
This
easy,
isn't so
guys.
bad. This is they're starting to
easy.
come. They're starting to come.
This is
to us.
easy. Wait till second
He was
round when
so
Mark's
good.
away.
He was so
Uh-oh.
good in Lethal Weapon.
Right? He was Johnny.
No. Brian Rafalski.
Sorry, not even close. Rafalski started in '94, so you're just
I
a
just
few
wanted
years
to
off.
say Brian
Years
Rafalski.
off.
Fair enough. Mark.
I'm guessing this is too old for this guy, but Patrick Eliash.
Sorry. Good guess though.
Okay, I'm looking for a Devil's blue liner named Ken Danico.
Of course, right there. Another Mr. Devil. A lot of Mr.
Man.
Devils on this team.
Ken
Boom.
Danico. Lyle licked his face. I mean, Laura licked his face.
That's true.
I was gonna
Laura-
say I never liked his face.
Yeah. No, he just had a weird encounter with Dale Hunter in the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, I was in Minnesota.
where Lyle always got your toes down, if you know what I mean.
Well, I was in Minnesota.
Who's it to? That's
Johnny.
to Johnny.
Did anyone say Bob Probert?
I did.
Yes, Probert is off the board.
Okay. I couldn't figure out it. What about Stu Grimson?
Ooh.
Sorry, not here. Good guess though. That's a really
Yeah,
good guess.
That is a good guess. Yeah.
To Mark.
Devils. Was it too soon for Scott Niedermeyer also?
It is, yes.
Damn it.
Close.
Okay, I'm gonna take a stab in the dark here. The Devils forward named Kirk Muller.
Yeah, he's on the board. There you go.
Man, I am
Kurt Muller.
acing with
See,
the
this
Devils
is-
tonight.
It's not too hard. Next round, boy howdy, that's gonna be a.
Boy, howdy.
This is. I've made it too easy on you guys. Boy, it's too easy on you, Johnny.
So we still haven't gotten the Devils goalie though.
We have not.
Jamie McLennan.
Sorry, no Jamie Mack, no noodles. Mark.
No.
I'm running out of steam here. Who we got? Bobby Holik.
Sorry. It's a couple years too old or too young.
I'm just.
I think he was
I'm
still with
hovering
Hartford
around
then.
that 1997.
Yeah, you're around there.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not far
The
off.
95 team is the one you remember, Mark.
Oh, who doesn't?
Okay.
Now we're kinda getting
it's
to
gonna
that
start.
doldrums.
Now it's gonna start. Yeah. Now it's not so damn easy anymore. Hang on. Hang on. Tick. Paul Eisenbart.
Yes, on the Devils. I was looking for the Red Wings because he played there, but he was on the
Wow.
Devils. Nice pull.
Jeez.
Had to dig down deep for that one,
Yeah, that
my
was a
friends.
deep cut. That was like a
boy.
that was a C side, not even a B side.
I swear, no cheatsies going
Yeah.
on here. Seriously.
Johnny.
Weirdly enough, I think I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say Terry Yates.
No, sorry, he's not on there. It's also Terry Yake.
Who was
Y-A-K-E.
Yates?
I don't
Who
know.
was Yates?
I thought you said Yates.
No, that
the
was
first
Matt.
time.
That's Matt.
Matt Yates.
He's a goaltender for the Caps after Kolzig went down that one year.
Oh, I was like,
During
I
the
remember
tank
Yates.
Y-E-A-T-S.
Whatever.
Y-Eats.
Yates.
Ooh.
Mark.
Dallas Drake.
Sorry.
Damn it.
What?
Not on here. He was just a year too early.
Oh, man.
dude.
I was going to say, excellent guess.
Great guess, because that would have been on the Red Wings, but no. He was not
Okay.
there. Thanks.
Ooh, shoot. Hang on. Dino Cicerelli?
No, sorry. He was on the cap set. He was on the cap set year.
My first fuck you in this match. Okay.
Yeah, fuck you.
I had a good run going there. Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny.
Claude Lemieux.
On the board. Look
Yeah.
at
I was
Wow. Excellent.
I was
Excellent.
thinking maybe Claude Lemieux.
Yeah. He was another one. I thought he got dealt in 91. No, good one, Johnny.
I passed
one.
my next vote. I'm out.
All right.
I'm out.
Mark's tapping.
Not out, but out of people.
Oh, you're out for this round? All right.
Ah.
Lyle?
I want to try and see if I can drag up one more here. Shit.
He was actually on the Devils.
Oh, it's probably too early for this guy. What's his name? Zelapukin?
It was too early for that guy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. Two more rounds. Two more
Okay,
passes.
two more
for this
rounds.
guy. Johnny?
I'm done.
Okay.
Mark?
Then I'll
Mark's out.
Mark
Mark's
tapped
done.
into this.
All
I
right.
yeah. I
So-
think it's pretty clear I won that one.
Yes, absolutely. So here we go. For the Red Wings, Dave Barr,
Okay.
Sean Burr,
Oh,
Jimmy Carson, Steve Chason,
Steve Jason.
Pierre Juice.
Pear juice? Sure, why not?
Christian Juice's
Pierre
dad, I
Juice.
think. Of course, Fedorov, Brett Fedek, Gerard Gallant, like we said, Johan Garpenloff, Rick Green, Mark Habscheid, Joey Koser, Brad McCrimmon, Lee Norwood, Bob Provert was mentioned, Mike Sillinger. Eisner was
he played
mentioned.
for everybody.
Yeah, Suitcase Sillinger.
Steve Eisman, of course. Rick Zombo was the last one. Of course, Tim Chevelday in net. For the Devils, Tommy Abilene.
Was he? No. So AJ would like to guess and ask if Sean Burke was the Devils goalie.
And there it is, Sean Burke.
There
He's the
you
goalie of the
go.
Devils.
Good
AJ
one.
coming up
Good
with
one. Good one.
Nice.
Tommy Abilene, Lori Boschman, Zdeno Shiger, Troy Crowder, Ken Danico, like we said, Bruce Driver,
Yes. Shit.
Slav Fetisov, Alexei Kasatanov, Claude Lemieux, John McClain, John Morris, Kurt Muller, Walt Puddenberry.
Padubny.
Yep, there it is. Brendan Shanahan on this Devils team.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, that would have been his. What would that have been his rookie year or his sophomore?
Let's see. Let me check right now.
Yeah.
I think no, that was his fourth season.
Really?
He started in '87.
Wow. He was in a long time,
Yeah.
bro.
Peter
Holy crap.
Stastny,
Yes, that's right. That's right with the Devils. Yeah.
Alan Stewart, Eric Weinrich, and Paul Eisebart. Sean Burke in net. So there you go. There.
How
Wow.
could we forget Sean Burke? And yeah, he had a great start with the Devils there. They were looking at him as being their longtime starter there, and then things just kind of fell apart. He
Long-time
backstopped
first
them into the playoffs, their first playoff appearance in '88.
Yes, he did. And then he left. That was after he came back from Calgary too, because
Yes.
think he played the Olympics.
That's right.
there.
That's right. Yeah.
Did he play in Albertville too? I want to think he did,
I think he might have.
because he sat out a year
In
for
the
a contract
Olympics?
dispute. Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. All right. So pick 'em segment, so we can get Mark out of here.
Mm.
Finish the Hell in the Cell. Lyle won. Look at him go.
Yay! I won one this week. Woo!
Lyle in first, Mark in second, Johnny in third. I was last. For the season, Johnny is first.
Yay!
185, 172 for me, 168 for Lyle, 143 for Mark. We are 2 weeks away.
Mm,
2 weeks away from the Frozen Four being named.
cool.
So
I don't know how I've kept this counting thing up all season.
there you go. So this week we're doing the last week of the season for the old
The old
Ontario Hockey League.
Ontario Hockey League, eh?
I think it's their last weekend or last week or some shit like that.
Last week tonight.
Last week tonight.
Last
Week
week
tonight.
tonight. Last week.
I am going to go with a team who's already up 5-1 tonight, the Owen Sound Attack, because I need the goals.
That's smart. That's
yeah.
a smart way to do
Johnny,
things.
you're up.
I'm gonna add the space as a character this week,
Sure.
and I will go with the North Bay Battalion.
Mm-hmm.
Both have 9 characters.
Is Mark there? Mark not there for Pick'em segment.
Uh-oh.
Give him a team.
Give him a team.
Let's find a fun team for him. Let's find a fun fucking team for him.
Unless he gets back before we're done with the pick'em, and then we can let him.
Then we
pick
can
it.
defer.
Yeah.
God, what is a good baby thing? What is a good? Not really any good baby names in here.
Hmm.
Huh.
Hmm.
How
Hmm.
about the Ottawa 67s? Because Mark feels like he's 67 for only getting
There you go. There you
a
go.
few hours of sleep.
Work that in there.
All right, Lyle.
Well, of course, keeping with my wrestling theme, and I'm going with the most obvious, and that's the Sarnia Sting.
We also we would have accepted the Saginaw Spirit Squad, and the
or the Hamilton British Bulldogs,
or the Peterborough Pete Gases,
right? Or the Guelph Lance Storm,
or the Oshawa General Skandor Akbars.
Yes. I want Flint to change their name to Freebirds so that I can go with the Flint
I think
Freebirds.
we all do.
Yes. I go with the Freebirds.
Before that, they need clean fucking water there. So let's.
True. True.
By the way, for those of you scoring at home or even if you're alone, we may have a second round of haha fuck you. It depends on how much we actually care to get through on this whole thing. We talked about Ovechkin. Barry Trotz, does he survive with the GMBM getting the extension?
I think it's going to depend on how they do in the playoffs.
If they get past the second round, is he a lock?
They get past the second round, get the conference final or the Stanley Cup final. They get beyond the second round, go deeper. I think that they'll re-sign him. I think that's what it's all contingent on. If because let's face it, if they can't get past the second round again under Barry Trotz, then they're going to go look for another coach.
And here's the thing: is that everyone's like, "Oh, Todd Reardon will go." Why are you keeping the same guys in there?
Yeah,
don't keep the same guys in there.
Maybe you need a fresh perspective, a fresh
Right.
outlook. Yeah.
Like, Todd Reardon's been with the club since Christ was a cowboy. So, I mean, what can you do?
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, thoughts?
I don't know. I know the Capitals well enough.
Yes.
That Barry Trotz won't be fired no matter what occurs this year.
That's a valid point.
But God, I don't know. Like there has to be somebody that can get through that mental block, right? There has to be someone out there that can do that.
Yeah, Dr. Katz, professional therapist. That's pretty much only it.
Maybe bring him in.
That'd be great. Squiggle vision. Oh.
But yeah.
Was he was McPhee's hire, wasn't he?
Reardon? I think he was.
No, I meant
Oh, Trotz?
yeah.
Yes.
Was he?
Yes, right at the end of McPhee being there was when Trotz came in.
Trotz came in 14. Yeah, McPhee left after 14.
Guys.
Wait, no, he was not.
No, Brian McClellan hired him, I think. Yeah,
That's
he
right.
did. McClellan came in on May 26, 2014. When was Barry Trotz hired?
May 26, 24. They were hired together.
Mm-hmm.
George McPhee was he was an alternate governor, vice president, special advisor to general manager Garth Snow for the Islanders for a bit before he got that plush Golden Knights gig. So I didn't even know that about McPhee getting that special position. That's a new one on me.
He was keeping that very, very well hidden.
Yeah, alternate governor. Just in case the governor couldn't govern. He was the alternate. Mark, we picked you the Ottawa 67s just in case you cared.
Sounds
Cool.
good. Thank you.
No problem. You have any parting words? You gonna stay with us a bit? What are you doing?
I don't know. Let's just keep going. I'll see.
All right. Well, if you drop out, you drop out. We appreciate you. We're glad you're making the baby death cage in front of us. Like,
Yeah. The baby hell in a cell.
yeah, it's fantastic. Just in time for WrestleMania season. Is he pointing at signs yet? I think is the next question.
Soon. I mean, he's definitely pointing at things.
There you go. That's good. We'll just hang the sign, and then you
It's
can
only a
write
matter of time.
an adorable meme for your child. How much money is Antti Ranta going to get from the Coyotes? A, can the Coyotes actually get investors? B, can those investors pay Antti Ranta?
Yes and yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to see that, Andy Randa going to get paid a whole lot of money, but I think the Coyotes are willing to make him, a fair offer. He'll probably get around $4 million a season. And now people go, woo, that's a lot. But it's like, hey, if you want to keep a starting goalie, you got to pay him.
And if you want
to, what's more likely? Sorry, go ahead, Scotty.
Oh,
You
no,
do yours because I'm going to derail us.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
What's more likely? And the Arizona Coyotes staying in Arizona, or Blackberry rising from the grave and Jim Balsillie getting back in the running to buy the Arizona Coyotes?
The Coyotes the Coyotes stay in Arizona is more likely. They will not be allowed to move. That is the hill that Gary Bettman has decided he's willing to die on. So they will never
hold
move.
on. Now point of order, please. If I may, if this appeases the court. Now that all the big market teams, all the big markets are now expansion, is he going to be more open to them relocating to Houston?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, no. I think I'll put it to you this way. If there is no new arena deal for downtown, then I think that the odds start to tilt more toward the team moving, right? If they build a downtown arena there for them, then no, they won't move. Bettman will do what he does to keep that team propped up and keep them there so they can move in that arena and try and build from there. But if they can't get anything going with a downtown arena in the next 2 to 3 years, then I think, that will finally be the tipping point, because they're not going to stay in the Gila River or whatever, the old jobbing.com. They're just not going to stay there.
Here's my question: why would you? How much are the Coyotes on sale for, or whatever? How much?
What's their worth right now?
What's their net worth?
They're 50% off.
Hang on,
You should name the Hudson's Hell in the Cell jobbing.com arena.
Ooh, I like it.
Let me see what their evaluation is. It was a Forbes put it out not too long ago.
While you look that up, here's
yeah, they did. Hang on.
my reasoning.
Okay.
Why wouldn't if someone wanted a team in their city, why wouldn't they pay the however many millions of dollars it is to
And millions.
for the expansion fee, considering the fact that the expansion draft system is kind of ridiculous right now because
Kind of.
look at the Vegas Knights. If you would be immediately one of the best, not one of the best, but one of the better teams in the league with an expansion draft. If you bought the Coyotes, you would still be one of the worst teams in the league, and you'd still have to build up your fan base, and you have a chance of not actually selling season tickets in year 5. Whereas with Vegas, if they wind up being a good team for many years, they've sustained their fan base.
You want to know what's scary? Here's the thing. Okay. Arizona Coyotes they are ranked 31st by Forbes. Okay. They are worth
their value.
Supposedly,
This
their value
this takes into the arena too.
is $300 million.
And their operating income,
Yeah.
is minus 19 million.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it makes zero sense to buy the Coyotes when you could just pay the ridiculous expansion fee and get yourself your own team.
But we like that nice little, hey, everything's even now. As
Mhm.
much as the NHL doesn't want to admit it,
Yeah.
they like that.
Yep. They do.
The only thing that you could do is if Arizona can stabilize in downtown, then you give expansion to Houston, you give expansion to Quebec City, you get 34 teams, 17-17. Suck my dick.
Mm.
That's Gary Bettman speaking, not me.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's a lot of hockey teams.
By the way, well, Scotty, no peeking, but by the way, guess where the Vegas Golden Knights are ranked? Have a guess.
I'm gonna say 8th.
Mark?
Are we talking about in net worth?
They're
their
the value of the franchise.
Mm,
How much are they worth right now? Where are they? Yeah. Well,
they
not how
ranked?
much they're worth, but where are they ranked?
I'm gonna go. What did you just say? 8th? I'm gonna
He
go
said
with 6th.
Okay, Scotty, did you peek?
Yeah, I appreciate
Oh, okay. Scotty, you tell him.
14th.
14th.
That's not bad.
In just
Middle
their
of the-
in their expansion season, they are valued higher than the San Jose Sharks, Anaheim Ducks, St. Louis Blues, Minnesota Wild, Calgary Flames, Ottawa Senators, New Jersey Devils, New York Islanders, Tampa Bay Lightning.
That one
Colorado, that one shocked me too. Colorado Avalanche, Nashville Predators, Winnipeg Jets, Carolina Hurricanes, Buffalo Sabres, Columbus, and Florida.
Is Tampa's just because they sell tickets for like cheap, or like what the hell's up with that?
I
They
don't
They
know.
don't own their arena, do they?
Ooh,
Doesn't Vegas?
That's a good point. Maybe that
Ooh.
might be why. That might be why.
I don't even know what the hell it's called anymore.
Yeah.
It was the St. Pete Times Forum, but that's not the
don't
Amalie
even-
Arena.
Emily.
Yeah,
Okay.
Amalie Spoken. It's owned by Hillsborough County, the county that Tampa is in.
The county
There you
owns
go.
it.
So they lease
There
it.
you go.
That's why they're
There
leasing
you
it.
go.
so there we go. But
That's
still,
why,
they
that's
shouldn't
why
be-
it's so low.
They still shouldn't be 23rd.
No, they should be higher than that.
They should be, I would say, mid-range.
Hang on. Let's. What do they say here? Yeah. Okay. Profile. Lightning ranked number 1 professional sports franchise in the ESPN Ultimate Standings in a comparison of 122 North America. So they're ranked the number 1 pro sports franchise last year by ESPN out of 122 North American franchises. But Forbes is ranking them 23rd. Okay,
Well,
I got to
apparently
figure.
you can get season tickets in Tampa for nothing.
Their commitment
Right.
to the
Well,
Tampa
with
community and
yes.
individual fan experience was noted. Given that the other Tampa Bay franchises, Buccaneers, Rays, did not finish the top half of the polling. Doesn't say. Doesn't really. They don't really.
Point of order on that with
Yeah.
the Forbes, it actually deals with money. The
Mm.
actual monies of things. ESPN has fan experience,
True,
as one
true,
thing.
true.
and that is so arbitrary.
True.
This experience is great. After an afternoon game, I can go by the beach. Like, that's
Yeah.
it's not fucking.
Yeah.
Their operating income is minus 1.8 mil. That's amazing.
I have a feeling it's going to be on the other side of the ledger because last season wasn't a good season for them. They missed the playoffs with all the injuries. So
No. And
that
by
kinda-
and large, you could say this season isn't a great season for Mr. Antiranta, but he's still going to get paid.
he's still going to get paid.
And it's funny you mentioned the $4 million because he's making $1 million this year. I'm like, maybe 2.5.
No, I could see
give
it
him a
going
Missouri
high.
contract.
Yeah, but never underestimate, the ability of a team, especially its management, to overpay for a guy. If they're looking at a goalie market going, oh shit.
And listen, they also have to get to this cap floor, and because the cap floor is going to be what, 60 million or some shit like that.
Way up there. If this thing hits 80 million, like they're projecting, that's about where the floor is going to be, is 60.
And they're at 58.
And they're at 58 total.
And they're at 40. They're at 46 for next year with 17 players.
Now it won't be a long-term deal. I can see him getting 12 years. I can see him get 3 years, 12 million total, 4 mil a season. I can definitely see that, because that's why. Because if you look at the goalie market, free agency, it's not a hell of a whole lot there, and the trade market is even softer. I mean, the best of the bunch is maybe Robin Lehner.
Hey, listen. I would maybe it's me. Maybe I'm feeling generous. Braden Holtby for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Whatever. Listen, that's fine.
Oh, somebody's off the Holtby train real fast.
Fine.
Philip Grubauer, he's the guy of the future until your Russian savior comes over.
Until he fails.
The Caps just have a goalie like puppy mill going on. Like you have like one that you think is the best, and then that one kind of fizzles out, and you put the next one in, and that one kind of fizzles out, and you put the next one in. And
remember when we said that having so many goalies was such a great thing for the Caps, and now it's just the bane of our existence as Caps
Yeah,
fans?
but
it's a good thing that you have them. Jeez, can you imagine?
We were using them to trade away to get players.
That's true.
Can you imagine where you'd be right now if you didn't have Grubauer there?
I know, we probably couldn't get out of the first round.
Yeah, so there you go.
Perspective.
Yeah,
hey, listen, I mean, come on,
Grubauer.
Yeah, like Scotty, don't become that Montreal Canadiens fan who wants to trade Carey Price because we've got Charlie we've got Charlie Lindgren in the system.
Why?
So let's
First
trade
off,
Carey Price.
I like Charlie Lindgren. He's a salty.
Charlie Lindgren's a good kid, but Charlie Lindgren ain't
but
no Carey Price.
Why can't a Washington team get a guy who speaks Baltimoreese? That's all I'm saying. If I can get a guy from the Baltimore, they'll get better coverage in Baltimore.
How's he gonna talk? You
All right, well then fire me some questions.
Is it gonna be okay? All right. Should I just call you by your name? You're this unknown kid that they just called up, Scotty Waz. Okay, I'm talking with Scotty Waz here, the new rookie goaltender of the Washington Capitals. Scotty,
it's coaches. Like
coaches.
The Montreal guys want the coaches to speak French.
Oh, right, I see. Okay, well, all right. Sorry, Scotty Waz, a new coach. Why not? You'll be the new coach next year. They fire Barry Trotz. New coach of the of the Washington Capitals. You're the first ever Baltimore-born and raised coach for the Capitals. What are your plans for the team going into the season, Scotty?
Listen here, hon. We got to get pucks in deep, don't you know? Like, listen, we got to get these bows out there. And Ovechkin, are you kidding me with that guy right there with Backstrom? My God. We go down to the ocean. We have a cup celebration like Tampa Bay can't even have there. Something like that.
Something like that. Something like that.
If you could add one thing pregame to the Washington Capitals fan experience, what would you add to the experience?
Gotta have Mr. Bo. Mr. Bo's gotta be in the stands every day there, hon. Like, honestly, like we can go down there and you know what? We could take a team trip to the ocean, go to Secrets, have a phone party. It's gonna be a good time for everybody there, hon. Go down 34th Street, maybe go to Jolly Rogers, go in this little swing. A lot of golf courses there, little mini golf. It'd be fantastic, hon.
Can I just say, by the way, Scotty, I've started watching for the first. I know I've started watching The Wire, and nobody on that show talks like nobody on the show talks like that. I'm just saying.
They tried to get Jimmy McNulty, an Irish guy, to learn a Baltimore accent, and clearly it didn't work.
It didn't work. It's a good show, by the way. I know. I'm very, very late, like a decade late to the party. I never got a chance to watch it.
I've never seen it.
But I'm almost through the first season now. It's a damn good show, man.
They didn't want to have to pay for subtitles.
I always joke around that I never watched The Wire because I lived it. When I was living in the city, they actually filmed The Wire in the block below me. Are you leaving, Mark?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay,
All right, buddy.
buddy.
Have a good night.
See you later, bud.
See you guys.
Yeah, have fun. Don't slam anybody through the plug and play.
There you go.
Yeah,
But you were saying they filmed it close to where you.
There was there's a police station in The Wire that was actually an elementary school that was in the block that was below my house. So I would come home from the show because we were doing it at Sean's house on Wednesday nights. I'd be driving home and come around the Natty Bow side, and all of a sudden you just see lights everywhere, and that just meant, well, fuck, I'm gonna be parking 12 blocks from my house. I actually one of the guys I went to high school with was part of the crew that put together The Wire, and he actually apologized to me recently for taking up, because they would take up like 10 city blocks every time that they were filming.
Yeah. And I mean, it's funny because I don't like notice it in TV shows, and then you go back home, and then I hear my mom and dad speak, and it's just like, yeah, no, this is actually true. What I'm saying is not that far off.
No, like I have a pretty normal. I feel like I have a decently normal accent. Like I don't have a Baltimore accent, even though I grew up around here.
Well,
I feel
Scotty
like Scotty
does
too.
Yeah, Scotty, you don't.
Well, because it's one of those things where if you get into communications or broadcasting, you have to have that every person voice.
Yeah.
Where it's that steady stream of consciousness where you don't have a drawl or anything like that. But when when you get kind of started and let your guard down and stuff like that, it starts to come out more and more.
4 beers in,
right? Like that's how you know Wyszynski's drunk, is because his jersey comes out a lot when he's drinking.
It's true, actually. That's the first telltale sign.
Yeah. So like
that, and then Andre the Giant.
Yeah, I have a good like way to go ahead and just calm it down. But like even Jen will say when I talk to my mom, it comes back in droves because even on the phone I pick it up.
Sure. Oh yeah. Well, this is the same for my wife. She's from Newfoundland, and Newfoundlanders have a thick accent. And I mean, she said when she joined the military, when she got posted to her first posting, which was in Ottawa, she went to language classes to learn how to try to speak without having that heavy accent, because it was, she had such a thick accent, boy, that, people were having trouble at times understanding what she was saying. So
indeed.
And now it's like I said, perfect when like I said, you wouldn't know she was from Newfoundland until she starts talking with family on the phone, and then it can
it's just like, oh boy.
Starts to slip out, the odd
just if you're scoring at home or even if you're alone, the two Capitals goaltenders who just recently got traded. Or the two guys who were supposed to be the next one until Mr. Holtby took over. Michael Neuvirth, he was traded with Rusty Klesla to the Buffalo Sabres in exchange for Euro Halak and a third rounder.
Right.
So
that was around the same time as the Ryan Miller stuff went down. Yeah. Ryan
and Semyon Varlamov, I did not know. His draft rights were actually traded. The pick that was supposed to be and was traded from the Predators with Chris Beach to the Capitals for Brendan Witt. And then they was taken in the first round. Then he was traded to Colorado for a first-round pick in 2012 and a second-round pick in 2012. The second-round pick was Mike Winther. The first-round pick, Philip Forsberg.
Oh,
yeah. No, those guys really. Yeah, those guys got to.
It all comes full circle. Wow,
boy.
Mm.
We only have a few minutes here.
Yeah.
Awards, Lyle. What awards do you think? Who's MVP? Who's Norris? It's funny because the NCHC, the college conference, they actually have an award for best offensive defenseman and best defensive defenseman. I'm like, well, why does the NHL adopt this?
Too tradition bound right now. It's a good idea, but they're too tradition bound. Because you really should have, I think you should have a best offensive, best defensive, but they won't do that. This is the same, remember, but usually every decade somebody also comes up with the idea of let's rename the trophies. Most valuable player should be the Gretzky Trophy, or the Gordie Howe Trophy, and the leading scorer should be the Gretzky, and the best defenseman should be the Bobby
happy horse shit.
All that crap. That's nonsense. But a new trophy, like well, hey, you got the Selke for the best defensive forward, so yeah, why not? That would be one I think people would get behind. It's a good idea.
Who's your Hart Trophy? This is a tough one.
This year it's tough. There's the first half of the season I would have said Kucherov. But lately,
leveled out a bit.
But lately, I think you could make a case for Malkin. He has just turned it on. I mean, no disrespect to his teammates there. I mean, guys like Crosby and Kessel and all those, but he has just been outstanding. So I would definitely kind of give the nod to him right now. But it's close. You could rattle off half a dozen names that would be good clear-cut candidates. I mean, you could even make the case for Connor McDavid again. Yes, he's playing for a team that's not in the playoff. That's not in the playoff. But come on, if it wasn't for him, I mean, geez, the Oilers would have nothing. So
there's crazy people out there, and I call them people from New Jersey, who say that Taylor Hall could be an MVP because given the true definition of definition, I don't know why I said it like that. The true definition of the award. He's carried the Devils in a big way.
And I have no problem with that. I think he would be a good pick as well. Again, the whole definition thing is most valuable player to his team, which is what the award is. It's not league MVP. It's, that's the way everybody kind of looks at it. No, it's by definition most valuable player to his team. Oh yeah, Taylor Hall. Without him, the Devils would be once again sitting outside the playoff picture looking in. He has put that team on his back for sure.
Are we going with Pekka Rinne or Andre Vasilevsky as Vezina?
I would go with Rinne now. I mean, again, 6-7 weeks ago, this was Vasilevsky's. He was a lock. But he's been struggling a bit of late, and he's admitted that he's starting to feel the fatigue, and if that's the case, by the way, John Cooper, if you got a tired goalie, you better park his arse on the bench for a few nothing games here down the stretch, because let's face it, you guys aren't going to miss the playoffs. The cup is what's important, not the President's Trophy, as Capitals fans can attest. Okay, so rest your goal.
Put up banners for President's Trophies.
Yeah, rest Vasilevsky if he's starting to feel fatigue, and let Budaj have a few games, or whoever you got in there, Domingue, whoever. Let them get in there and get some games in against nothing opponents here, because right now, Pekka Rinne, I would say, he's the favorite now to win the Vezina. He's come a long way back, boy. He really has. 3 years ago, we would have had this
last season. Season, he wasn't doing that great.
Last season, he was inconsistent. He was kind of up and down. But, he's been solid throughout this year. He's one of the reasons why it looks like the Predators, I mean, they are really coming on here. Yeah. They're hot at the right time.
And we're to assume that because of Mr. Besser's injury, that Mark Barzal is going to be the runaway Rookie of the Year guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, Barzal had taken that over, before Besser got hurt. Not saying that Besser certainly doesn't deserve to be a final, be among the finalists to be top 3, but this is Barzal's
51.
Yeah. See, I noticed this 10 games in.
You did. I remember that. That show. I will say this: 51 assists this year. He still can't afford to assist on another T in his first name. Like, that's infuriating. Mathew. What the hell? Buy another T. You're fine.
They're free. You don't have to buy vowels.
No, you don't. You just have to spin and win. And you see him.
It's not like Toys R Us is selling all their stores or any. Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie. And there goes another piece of childhood down.
Well, we have to all grow up now.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Well, John, way to end on a great high note on this.
Yeah, nice one.
No problem.
I don't know why I do that. Done it again. Lyle, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun.
As always, guys.
We'll talk to you again next time through. We'll talk some playoff hockey going as we get to the.
We're getting close
towards the end of the season. Also, it'll be spring. Actually, first day of spring is the 20th.
Wowzers.
20th? I thought the solstice was the 21st.
My Chick-fil-A calendar says it's the 20th.
I will not argue with your Chick-fil-A calendar, sir.
It's got a picture of
Chick-fil-A calendar.
A picture of cows dunking because it's March Madness.
There you go.
All right.
I don't know. Who gives a shit? Celebrate spring whenever you want. It's still gonna snow here next week, so I can give a shit.
Yeah,
Lyle, it's been great. Have fun, buddy.
I'll talk to you next week, guys. Take care. See ya.
See ya. There he goes, Lowers, InspectorsHockey.net, thesportynews.com, myNHLTradeRumors.net or something. I don't know. He's in a lot of places. Just follow him at Spectors Hockey on Twitter, and you're done, though. Johnny, some shout-outs.
I'm going to give a shout-out to... Shit, I forgot. I'll give a shout-out to Warming Up.
There it is.
After the coldness. I'm sure it'll still be cold when I go back upstairs. No, I don't feel like it. Gonna give a shout out to Scotty for leaving Cokes at my house.
Hell yeah.
I'm 2 down now, 2 weeks in a row.
Nice.
And what else? Yeah, I guess I'll give a shout out to buying a Steadicam so that now I can take Steadicam video of the Hell in the Cell matches at Mark's house.
There we go.
So that should be on WWE Network soon.
Or to a YouTube channel near you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sweet. I guess that means I'm up, eh? Shout out. Okay, so I didn't announce this during my thing because I kind of forgot, but I also didn't want to spoil the surprise until they got here. I got 2 more Oyos. I bought the Toledo Walleye Oyos, both a goalie and a player, because he looks so rad. So there's that. Shout out to help building a new hospital. That first meeting happened this week, so hooray to that. I didn't feel out of place in that. I'm like, what am I doing here helping design a new hospital? This is what? But I got to work for an hour and a half, so it's fine. Actually close to 2 hours. Shout out to the new Oyo rink being populated. I finally started moving some of the guys over because it's starting to get congested over there. So the goalie Royal Rumble is still going on though, so I got that going for me. Shout out to the Stadium Series stuff, my shirt and puck and patch. So yeah, that's pretty cool to have. So, I think that's it. Shout out to McCall who gave me an iPod and I gave her some $100 wine gift voucher. I still don't know how that works. And if she did buy because you have to buy $160 worth of wine just to have the $100 come off. So if you're buying 24 bottles of wine for $60, I think that's a good deal. So,
oh yeah.
I don't know much about wine, so all right. That's it. That's all. For Johnny P. Mark with the C, I'm Scotty Watts. Take care of yourself and someone else. Thank you for listening to Face Off Hockey Show. Especially thanks to our patrons: Brian, Damon, Mark, Trista, Matthew, Ethan, Chris, Mitch, Angela, and Sean. Thank you guys so much. If you want to join, patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. And you can go there and contribute as much or as little as you want to. If you don't contribute, thank you very much for taking a look. Tell your friends if you want to. Maybe they're interested. faceoffhockeyshow.com. Is that still our Tumblr? I don't know. It hasn't been updated. So go to Faceoff.
Yeah, I haven't changed that yet.
Okay.
Damn it, I was going to talk to Sean. Oh
well. Go to facebook.com/FOHS radio or twitter.com/faceoffhckY show. So there's that. Until next week, guys. Peace.
Second floor, the first one snaps. Got an SUV, there's no need for them racks. Hot cup of tea, then I'm out the fucking door. Getting fired up, just spraying down the store. Then as always, get the phone call. Chucky's outside and he's ready to roll. Gotta see, D. Collins says with a grin. The music starts playing and the wheel starts spinning. We're like rolling with the wind. Riding life's the greatest star. I'm rolling with the wind. Riding like a nor'easter.
Oh no, I never stopped the show.
That's a shame.